A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. People may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. There are two kinds of pride, both good and bad. Good pride represents our dignity and self-respect. Bad pride is the deadly sin of superiority that reeks of conceit and arrogance. Teamwork makes the dream work, but a vision becomes a nightmare when the leader has a big dream and a bad team. The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Success is due to our stretching to the challenges of life. Failure comes when we shrink from them. The greatest day in your life and mine is when we take total responsibility for our attitudes. That's the day we truly grow up. Learn to say no to the good so you can say yes to the best. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. Leadership is influence. To add value to others, one must first value others. Most people want to avoid pain, and discipline is usually painful. Time management is an oxymoron. Time is beyond our control, and the clock keeps ticking regardless of how we lead our lives. Priority management is the answer to maximizing the time we have. In the end, people are persuaded not by what we say, but by what they understand. Live to learn, and you will really learn to live. Most people don't like change. They revolt against it unless they can clearly see the advantage it brings. For that reason, when good leaders prepare to take action or make changes, they take people through a process to get them ready for it. As a leader, the first person I need to lead is me. The first person that I should try to change is me. Everyone has the potential to become an encourager. You don't have to be rich, you don't have to be a genius, you don't have to have it all together. All you have to do is care about people and initiate. Good leaders must communicate vision clearly, creatively, and continually. However, the vision doesn't come alive until the leader models it. People buy into the leader before they buy into the vision. The best leaders are readers of people. They have the intuitive ability to understand others by discerning how they feel and recognizing what they sense. Enjoyment is an incredible energizer to the human spirit. A word of encouragement from a teacher to a child can change a life. A word of encouragement from a spouse can save a marriage. A word of encouragement from a leader can inspire a person to reach her potential. If you are a leader, you should never forget that. Everyone needs encouragement, and everyone who receives it, young or old, successful or less than successful, unknown or famous, is changed by it. The difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and response to failure. Growth is the great separator between those who succeed and those who do not. When I see a person beginning to separate themselves from the pack, it's almost always due to personal growth. People who add value to others do so intentionally. I say that because to add value, leaders must give of themselves, and that rarely occurs by accident. Family and friendships are two of the greatest facilitators of happiness. Your attitude towards failure determines your altitude after failure. Failed plans should not be interpreted as a failed vision. Visions don't change, they are only refined. Plans rarely stay the same and are scrapped or adjusted as needed. Be stubborn about the vision, but flexible with your plan. A minute of thought is greater than an hour of talk. Life can be boring unless you put some effort into it. Every person has a longing to be significant, to make a contribution, to be a part of something noble and purposeful. The greatest mistake we make is living in constant fear that we will make one. Have the humility to learn from those around you. Ideas have a short shelf life. You must act on them before the expiration date. Without failure, there is no achievement. Inability to make decisions is one of the principal reasons executives fail. Deficiency in decision-making ranks much higher than lack of specific knowledge or technical know-how as an indicator of leadership failure. The best way a mentor can prepare another leader is to expose him or her to other great people. People who use time wisely spend it on activities that advance their overall purpose in life. Policies are many, principles are few. Policies will change. Principles never do. Self-centered leaders manipulate when they move people for personal benefit. Mature leaders motivate by moving people for mutual benefit. Educators take something simple and make it complicated. Communicators take something complicated and make it simple. Leaders who are kind of insecure or egocentric, they basically sabotage themselves. Time is more valuable than money because time is irreplaceable.